Welcome to the DK His, as you know what we talking about. Welcome to the DK His, that's what we gonna run our mouth. Hey y'all, just a little disclaimer. Everything is for entertainment purposes only. Everything is alleged. I don't know none of these people. I'm just giving my thoughts, my opinions, predictions on what I think I see and know and hear. And I want you to do the same down in the comment section. So don't take everything too seriously, but only with a grain of salt, because you know we be shoving it up in this kitchen. And welcome, glad to have you. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you've been here a couple of times, we'd love to have you in the fam bam. Alright, so apparently I just did a video with Armand and Reginae, my thoughts and feelings on that situation. So y'all definitely go check that out if you care to hear that, because there's a lot of drama, a lot of tea on that situation, allegedly. Alright, so yeah, you may see some of that in the background. But this particular video is about Zaddy Chunk Chunk, Ellie Soul, Be Love Life, and family. Because basically, I had made a video not too long ago after Ellie announced that she is with child. And I was excited for her, happy for her, this and that. Sorry. But everybody was wondering, like, where does Dalvin fit into this equation? Like, who is the baby daddy? Is Dalvin the baby daddy? People wanted to know. And that was a question that was raised and put out there and was spoken on my video. So with that being said, I come bearing different news and different analogies because, you know, time has gone by. Ellie Soul is luckily doing good. Her and her baby are well. And I think that was really touching that she shared some of her intimate moments with the loss of some of her previous children. She didn't have to put that out there. That's traumatizing. I couldn't imagine that happen to me. I never had a miscarriage. I never had a pregnancy. But imagining what she said she had to go through of losing a child, that was, first of all, I was very informative, and I got a lot of information watching her video. And I'm so glad that her baby is healthy and happy and successful right now. And I'm so glad that, you know, she's stress-free, carefree during her pregnancy, because we definitely want her to have a successful birth, especially since she has gone through so much with bearing children, as like so many women can and do. So I'm so glad that everything is going well with her. So I'm going to say that first. But second of all, you know, people have been conversating in my other video, in the comments of different things. You know, we go back and forth when we talk in the comment section. Thank y'all so much, bam bam, for giving your opinion and thoughts in the comments. So, because here I am to speak on them. Well, the topic that I was going to speak on exactly is involving the idea of Dalvin being the baby father of Ellie Soul's baby. I'm starting to wonder that he may not be, you know, because of the fact that he's had plenty of time to respond to the videos. Be Love has had plenty of time to respond to the videos, and they seem very unimpressed, very uninterested, very unfazed. So with that being said, maybe it's because they know that it's not Dalvin's child. And I have seen that comment on my comment section that it's not Dalvin's child. But of course, I also have seen that it could be Dalvin's child. You know, so nobody really knows until it's validated out there in TV land. But I feel like Be Love definitely said that she wanted a grandchild. Even when Dalvin and Ellie were dating, she was really going to detail how she wanted to spoil the grandbaby. So it would be obvious for her to be more invested if she even heard the news that Ellie was pregnant. I feel like she would just be more in a better mood and willing to talk about it. Same thing with Dalvin. I feel like he doesn't have a problem with being a father if it happens. And I feel like one day he wants to be a father. I think he said that. So if it was his child, he would have had more to say about it, if that makes sense. So it's kind of making me feel like they know that it's not the child, or they're not concerned, because to me, I feel like people would have been throwing them hints that Ellie's soul is pregnant, and I don't see it that they just never watch any of her videos. So I'm sure that they have seen that she's with child. So the fact that they're not saying nothing, don't seem to be bothered or concerned, kind of lets me know that maybe they not worried because they feel a sense of relief or just feel like they just know that it's not Davin's. Okay. And you may be like, oh, well, we don't know that because they broke up around the same time that, she could have been with child. But to be honest, if you think back, Dalvin was on a video with B Love and he stated that he didn't consider their relationship a relationship. And I'm like, why wouldn't you think that? But then too, it could have been because maybe towards the end of their relationship, the intimacy may have dwindled. Not saying it did or didn't. I'm saying it could have dwindled. Because if you notice, Dalvin told a story about how she was going to bed like at 7 or 8 o'clock. Stuff like that. And if you don't know, towards the end of their relationship, she was taking a lot of trips overseas. And one of those trips, people saw her head in a lap and she said that was just a friend or cousin or a family member. I'm not sure or whatever. And my eyes were rolling over that photo. So at the end of the day, just because they were together, they could have had a business agreement and just stated that they weren't going to be intimate. Who knows? And for him to say not a relationship, if you're living with somebody, but you're not sleeping with them, you can consider it not being a relationship. It's just a situationship. Because the fact that he said that, man, we were never in a relationship, that really rocked my world, threw me for a loop. And I was like, why would he say that? They're obviously together. They're obviously you're intimate. That's what I was thinking because she wanted to use the same toothbrush that he was using. Ugh, you know what I'm saying? Which I feel is on the safe side, yeah, leave my toothbrush alone. But so that was the impression that I was getting, like they were really locked in. But if you do know, usually before a breakup, there's usually understanding and usually people start dwindling further and further away from each other. So who's to say that when was the last time they were close, if that makes sense? And with her taking a lot of trips, who's to say she didn't meet somebody overseas and she did say that she has a baby with her ex. So let's say one of her exes was overseas. You know what I'm saying? And then if you don't know, Dalvin did do a lot of videos that were pre-recorded. And I feel like that was the understanding that both of them had, that they were going to be doing pre-recorded videos. Even though Dalvin stopped to say he had a lot of more videos in his repertoire, I wouldn't have cared if he would have showed them. But he stopped showing them because Ellie had did her video. But I feel like it wouldn't really matter if he would have kept doing them or not. But he stopped. So with that being said, we really don't know the last time of their intimate moment, nor do we really care to know. We just wanted to know, is the baby Dalvin's or not? Okay. And we want the baby to be healthy and successful with the birth, of course. But like I said, it's appearing that it may not be Dalvin's. And that's even more triggering and more tea to the alleged tea situation of what really went on in their relationship, because allegedly Ellie had some reason to be breaking up. Sure enough, one of them on my book is the fact that he was still cool with Nicole. But obviously they're going to forever be cool, and whoever gets to him may have to just deal with that, which is a hard pill to swallow for some people. But they swear that they're just friends who were exes. But it's also the situation where usually people don't just go their separate ways like in one day. It's usually an overall thing. So for that to be said, he may be confident that it's not his, and maybe that's why he's not talking about it. Because I feel like if he would have known that it's a possibility that he has a child out there as well as be loved, they would be addressing it a lot more than what they are doing. So it also leads to the imagination. So was the cheating on both ends or one of the ends, or was the cheating involved at all? Because we really don't know how far along she is. So it's a lot of questions, a lot of speculations going on. I even heard a video of somebody talking about the fact that Ellie knows she's wrong. She was trying to act like she was a victim when the whole time she was out here having a whole life and a whole situation outside of Dalvin. But I don't know what Ellie was doing. To be honest, I feel like they were just both doing business toward the end of their relationship. And like I said, and I repeat, Dalvin told B Love to her face when she said, you know, you messed up a good thing. You know, you should have messed that up. And Dalvin said strictly that he was never in a relationship with her. And I was like, where did he get that from? And I do know that there are some YouTube couples that are strictly doing video for a check, meaning that they are not having any relationships with each other, not having any feelings with each other. It does happen. It is actually a thing. So I don't know. Because at the end of the day, you really don't know what people have going on behind the scenes in their relationship. Henceforth, we have the Tan Lu situation that recently came out, and there was a lot of more rocky that's going on in their relationship that people actually knew. So nobody really knows until one of them wants to speak on their relationship, or after the baby's on, if they choose to share the father or whatever, then that's their choice. But at the end of the day, at least we know, you know. So Ellie's happy, and apparently she's maybe has a child with the love of her life, and that's a good thing. Well, as always, thank you for stopping by at the His House for your alleged tea, entertainment, and gossip and predictions. And we will definitely have more. So definitely come back and see us. And if you want to be notified, hit that bell and also subscribe. Especially if you've been here before, come back again and again. But subscribe and join the fam band. We'd love to have you. And if you liked anything that was said on today, or even made you laugh, joke, think, ponder, make sure you hit that thumbs up or that like button, especially if you agree or disagree, and comment down below.